taking a nice sip of some ginseng for health from South Korea. One of the many benefits of going to South Korea is enjoying things like ginseng and also the wonderful culture that the Koreans provide. Hi, my name is Sophia Kaushik, and I'm currently sitting in Toronto, Ontario from Canada. And I'm actually on my way to go to South Korea to go teach English for the first time. Now, although this is my first time teaching English in South Korea, it's actually my second time getting documents prepared to go overseas. I first began my search for jobs in South Korea around September 2010. After graduating from university and completing my TESOL certificate, I got in touch with Patrick from ATC Recruiting. Patrick has been an amazing recruiter, and he's also become a very good friend who has provided nothing but wonderful advice, guidance, and support when trying to find out the right position for me in Korea and help me out with all the research in terms of the TESOL market down there. Now I'm actually heading out in a month's time to go teach in a private school in a city called Bundang. Now, since this is my second time going through the documentation, I'm kind of an expert, so you can trust my advice, and I'm going to walk you through the steps, okay? Now, since teaching in Korea is going to be a wonderful experience, be prepared to wait a little while to have some of your documents organized and notarized until you can get set up in your position. The first thing after you obtain a job or while you're searching for your job, I would advise that you go to your local police station and find out where you can get your police criminal record check done. A lot of police stations do provide criminal record check services, but just verify the one that's closest to you to ensure that they do that. Now, because we're going to be dealing with children, they're categorized as vulnerable persons. So make sure you're filling out the form that is specific to vulnerable persons. Keep in mind when you go to the police station that you're going to have to pay for your criminal record check, which is around $50 to $60, and be prepared to wait about 4 to 5 weeks until it can actually arrive in the mail back to your residence. Okay, so fill your form out, make sure you have a clean criminal record check, otherwise you won't be able to go teach overseas. So make sure the record check is clean and wait about 4 weeks for it to arrive back in the mail. Now, after that, I'm going to advise that you keep some sealed transcripts with you. About 2 copies is fine. Make sure that you have your original copy of your degree, because you will need that. Once your security check comes back to you after it's been verified and it has a RCMP, it's been validated by the RCMP as well, you're ready to go to a lawyer, a Canadian lawyer. To the Canadian lawyer is going to take your original copy of your security check, and you're also going to take the original copy of your degree. When you get there, it's a quick in and out thing. Usually it costs about $30 to notarize each document, so you're looking at about $60 to notarize both your degree and your criminal record check. The degree is something you're going to have to make a photocopy of. The lawyers will do it for you on the spot, and that is what they're going to notarize. Keep the original degree clean, and they're going to also notarize your criminal background check. That's a quick in and out thing. Go in there, get it notarized, and out you go. Next step, you're ready to go to the Korean consulate, which is located in downtown Toronto. Address, if you need to know, it's 555 Avenue Road, okay? And look it up to get directions from wherever you're coming from. When you get to the Korean consulate, be prepared to pay in either cash or money order. To notarize your criminal background check that's already been notarized by a lawyer, you're going to have to pay for that. So you're going to have to pay to get your criminal background check notarized and also your degree notarized. Make sure when you go to the Korean consulate that you're actually also taking with you your sealed transcripts and a valid passport that is not expired. Okay? So when you get to the Korean consulate, what they're going to actually do is look at your original degree, look at the photocopy which has been notarized by a lawyer, and they're going to notarize that photocopied version. Then they're going to open up your sealed transcript and verify that your degree actually matches your transcript. Okay? That's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes. And then they're going to notarize your security check. Both documents to get notarized at the Korean consulate is around $12 to $14. And they're going to want to look at your passport to make sure it's valid. Okay? Now, out you go from the Korean consulate. Next step, go to your local photo shop, Walmart, Blacks, any place. Most of those places do passport photos. At the store, what you're going to want to do is get 4 passport-sized photos done for South Korea. 3 are going to be put in your package, and 1 is going to be kept with you for your visa, and that's later on down the road. Okay, so all you really need to worry about is getting 4 passport-sized photos. 1 is actually, and I can actually let you know what they're exactly going to be used for. Okay, 1 passport photo is going to be used for your insurance number in Korea. The other one is going to be used for your alien registration card, and the third one is going to be used for your medical examination. Okay, and these passport photos can actually be available to you right on the spot after getting them taken. Now that you have your passport photos with you, I'm going to advise that you go on to ATC Recruiting's website and go underneath the Scoop section and click on Downloads. Right there, you're going to get a health statement. Fill this out. It's going to take about 30 seconds to fill out. It's a 1-sheet questionnaire, and they're just going to ask you some basic questions about your health. Be informed, though, that when you get down to South Korea, you will be required to take an actual medical examination after arriving there. And the medical examination includes testing for HIV and other diseases. And you got to ensure that everything's healthy for you, otherwise your job will be at risk and you'll probably be sent back to Canada. So keep everything clean and healthy. Alright, guys? And after all of that is done, you're actually on to one of the final steps. That is to take your passport, which is valid for at least 6 months after the date of acceptance. You're going to take your passport and you're going to photocopy to 1 copy of these 2 pages, which I'm going to help find right here. You're going to take this photocopy of your picture, all that information next to it, make sure it's there, and you're going to want to photocopy that section as well. Very important you send this in your package, because the immigration office is going to want to see that you're a valid citizen of the country you're applying from. Okay, so after that's done, well, there's that original school contract that your recruiter, such as Patrick, has helped you seek out. You're going to want to print that out and put that in your package as well. Okay, the immigration office is going to want to ensure that you have a valid position in South Korea. And lastly, what is the first thing that your recruiter and your employer know you by? Your resume. Just make sure you print that out and you have that in your documentation package as well. So, let's just do a quick recap here for myself and for you guys. As you're FedExing your package to South Korea, let's have your degree, your original copy with you, the photocopied version of your degree, which has been notarized by a lawyer and by the Korean consulate, a copy of the criminal record check, the original copy, which has been notarized by also a Canadian lawyer and by the Korean consulate, along with a photocopy of your valid passport information, along with 3 passport photos, along with that health statement I told you to print out on ATC's website, and your original school contract, along with your resume. There you go. You're all set to send your package to Korea. You're all set to get the teaching experience going, and who knows, maybe I'll meet you in Korea. All the best. Take care.